good evening, grand rising, depending on where you are. I've done a few readings today over the, I've done a few readings within the last few hours, let me say. Within the last few hours. Having breaks in between. Weekend energy, you know, got certain things to do for the week ahead. But, let me just turn this down. But I tapped back into my seasons 5 energy in the AMs, and that's why this is still down. And to start off with, it was a good read. It was showing somebody who's reached a state of balance, or in progress of that balance, seeking that inner guidance, higher wisdom, divine consciousness, seeing things differently, visualizing things different, that kind of energy. I hesitated, had to seek advice outside of myself to start with, in regards to whether I should have even have posted it. It was triggering, it was a triggering reading, it was very detailed, very, very detailed reading. I feel like I haven't even listened back to it, but just remembering what I can remember off of the energy, it was detailed. Music came through after the fact, not necessarily during the fact, but after the fact, which I've put in the description, along with a meditation channel, which I feel I recommend as real good. It's real good. It's led me into that energy of that humbleness, of the parts of the reading that resonate with me, because not all of the reading resonates within my energy, at least not to my awareness, maybe to the intuition, but you know, that's another story. But what I did do is tap into this young female's energy. I just love to read, so when I feel the energy within a reading, I get stuck on it. I have my break in between, I do what I'm doing, but I'm kind of always tapped into the energy of the reading coming up. And for me, it was the energy of this young female. After some time, after I came back and sat down and ready to tap back in, I said the energy was too heavy for me to just jump straight back into. And although I love to do my meditation in between my reads and such, but this time I was kind of guided to listen to music. I'm audiovoyant also, but I haven't really listened to music to such for some time, so I had the music going before I actually pressed record. And I said to myself intuitively, down my YouTube subscription list, whatever comes first is relevant to the energy of the reading. 2 came through instantly. Like, as I said it was just like boom there. So I kind of knew that was it, especially when I listened to it. So so you might hear some external noise outside. I've got my boys out there. So when I started listening to the rhythm, it was just so much of the energy of the first reading that I put up, the first 2 readings, I would say. Then it was only a short rhythm, probably, I think it was like 8 minutes long or so. Then it moved into the next rhythm, which was on there, which I feel is very relevant to this reading that I'm tapping into, of the energy of this young female. Definitely a 3rd party energy. Definitely a young, vulnerable energy. Using their sexuality to lure masculine energy, possibly even feminine energy. I definitely felt this was an energy of a friend. Also, this is the energy I've tapped into throughout many of my readings, not just this season, but I feel like there's some kind of link in some kind of way. But again, energy is fluid. Energy is fluid. So anyway, going back to when I was into the music energy, the third Riddim came up, which was, I just said at this point, I'm just going to leave it to play. So as I left it to play, an old time 90s dancehall rhythm came on, the best of the 90s. And as it was coming on, I'm going to tag it all in the link anyway, but it was a strong resemblance or resonated with the energy of the mature. Who is this mature woman in the reverse with a message? Or something could have, I can't remember the full title now, but it goes with that. So coming back to this reading that I did earlier, this young female, I can feel the trigger coming back because I'm tapping right into this energy now. So anyway, there was a mature woman who had some kind of responsibility to this young female who condoned a relationship with a mature man, an older man, kind of made this young female believe that it was a twin flame union, soulmate connection. There's some kind of friendship also, let me say that from now, there's some kind of friendship in regards to all of this connection between the main male, the feminine hermit energy that came through, whosoever this young female is, who high energy of this young female, the expression of forthright. For those who might not understand what forthright means, it means somebody who's living beyond their years, far more earlier than their time. When you kind of have a fruit and it's not ready to quite eat yet, and you might try to force it to soften by putting it, I don't know, maybe on top of a cupboard, in the airing cupboard, I don't know, somewhere in a warm environment. Another energy that I was tapping into whilst I was here holding the meds on this young female was, I feel like there's some kind of an emotional imbalance. The two that came to mind was OCD and a bipolar energy trait. Those were the two that popped to mind at that time when I had that channeling. Just been guided to use this one. So during this is the kind of topic of season 5, which is titled All About the Healing of the Little Matchstick Girl, in regards to some form of phobia. So this is past life energy. So past life, historical, biblical, fairy tale, you know, past life energy. And what relevance is it to a current energy? So this is the current energy here, and this is the past life. But with karmic cycles, there's going to be some kind of mirror image too. So this is what this energy here is. But this is being in the regards to the season 5 in regards to an air energy, an air child energy that I was tapping into at the beginning of the year. I mean, it's a long story till we get to this point. There's 5 seasons. This is season 5. The young air son, I say son, but the young air child energy came through in the last reading I've done, which is still uploading as I speak. Which is still uploading as I speak. So I'm just gonna pull a card now in regards to the energy of this young female. For any additional, this card wants to show Father. For any additional energy in regards to this season 5, it's all about the healing of the little matchstick girl. love life. It's a bit vague, so let's see. Let's get one more card in regards to this energy. Any additional energy in regards to that expedition. Knighthood. Third party energy. How this is all linked, I don't know. I will clarify. Reading that's coming to mind is the warrioress of Little Red Riding Hood. Spirit, and this came out in the reverse, so I'll take note of how it felt. Spirituality and religion. So I'm going to take note of how it felt, and I'm going to say that this is representing a karmic energy. Harsh lessons. And I'm going to read this from the book. I have to find the book. I've got it now. So it says knighthood. Once a knight, always a knight. You receive this card as validation of your inner knighthood. Whether you're a man or a woman in this life, you have a heart and mind of a knight. Most likely, you've long had a fascination with tales and images of knights. You may collect knight figures, decorate with knight-related artwork, and even dress up as a knight during costume parties. In relationships and careers, you are drawn to defend those who are weak or vulnerable. You may choose a profession that puts you into a guardian or protector role. It's essential that you only work for organizations that you fully believe in. As a knight, you're loyal to those who earn your respect. Otherwise, you're not happy. Okay, so now I'm getting more downloads as I'm reading that. I mentioned at the beginning of this reading of an older hermit energy that was condoning a young feminine relationship with a more mature masculine. This feels like the energy that I picked out here of this young female. The reason why it's in reverse. The mature, in the last reading you would have to go back, the mature woman did come out, clarifying the card that I pulled from over here. And I'm just going back as I'm trying to go back to the energy of that reading. I can literally feel two sharp pains throbbing in my temple. Sensations. So because I read that, I'm now going to read the other cards that came with it. Okay, love life. This card comes to you as an indication that your love life is affected by one or more previous lifetimes. Most likely, you had a painful experience back then that has caused you to be overly cautious. In such cases, working on yourself can help you to reopen your beautiful, loving heart. In that way, you can love and be loved again. It's also likely that this card comes to you as validation that the man or woman you're romantically interested in was also a prominent person in your life. This individual may not necessarily have been a romantic partner at the time, but your inclination to connect romantically in this lifetime is definitely a part of a greater plan. Karmic energy. Karmic energy is to teach you harsh karmic lessons in life. It's that cycle. So you may not have known this energy well in a past life. I kind of want to retract that because everything is fluid. but this is a strong energy within whosoever it is that you're connected to is karmic past. It's how come now this karmic energy is now entangled into your energy. You understand how it all moves in flow? If you go back to the other readings, spirituality and religion is here in reverse. This is the energy I feel like going back to other readings, especially the mature woman in the reverse, is a misuse of gifts. Someone's misusing their spiritual gifts. And going back to the audio that I was guided to, within the first 2 minutes of I would link it to this description, but it's the 90s mix. It speaks of misuse of spiritual gifts. Without going too much into it, let me just see. So spirituality and religion. Bear in mind it's in the reverse during the reading. 1 minute. Everyone's soul enjoys varied experiences and opportunities, so it's very common for us to explore a number of different religions, religious and spiritual paths as we travel through lifetimes. While spiritual growth and knowledge accumulated during all lifetimes, the specific spiritual or religious path differs in each one. Perhaps the religion you were raised with doesn't coincide with your true beliefs. This acknowledgement may trigger guilt and fear or shame unless you're aware of the bigger picture. Your spirituality knowledge is housed within your soul, and you are an eternal being who is forever connected to the divine infinite wisdom. This card asks you to explore alternative spiritual and religious paths. There you will find the inner peace and answers you seek. And as I was reading that, one of my songs that I got up came to mind, and it says, "Karmic, show your fears. Karmic, show your fears, and do not make me dry you out like a shoe's lace. Me want to teach you something new in a this new age, in a this new age race. Karmic, show your fears. Karmic, show your fears." I don't know why I'm shuffling again, but let's shuffle again. One more card in regards to this past life energy of this young female. I'm not going to take all of that. I will look at them. Way too many cards. Unrequited love, food and hunger. And the funny thing about when my door just knocked and I just took a pause, it was because food came. Unrequited love and angels. Ships. Tell me more about the energy. Regards to this past life energy of this young female. Regards to the current energy of Seaaso5. Trust and faith. Maybe this is the karmic lesson that this young female is having to learn. Trust and faith. Trust and faith. Medicine man or medicine woman at the bottom of the deck. Trust and faith. The question that you're asking today is connected to the levels of trust and faith that you have. These two qualities affect the amount of fulfillment, peace and joy you experience. If you find that you don't trust yourself, others or even life itself, the reason may be rooted in prior lifetimes. This card may also indicate a past lifetime where you were betrayed by a specific person who is in your current life. This is also true with respect to the amount of faith you have in the universe or God. Look at the other cards that you drew surrounding this one for clues as to which lives may have shattered or boosted your faith or trust. You drew this card as a sign to have faith and trust that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. While it's true that you learn from your past, it's also important to live in this moment without clouding it with past pain. And if your faith and trust issues are directed at a certain individuals, listen to those feelings as they may be red flag warnings to heed. You can forgive someone for past lifetimes and also follow your inner guidance to avoid them. It says him or her. If it is warning you to distrust this person. Let's see this content lead energy. What's this overall content lead energy? Young female in regards to the energy of people's lives. What a way the cards are aligned. So this young female transcended within your current situation to bring forth transformation. And again, that's what a karmic cycle is. It's like a life lesson, never to be forgotten. Planning and action, bottom of the deck. Beautiful uncaging, card number 14. Bottom of the deck, the rose's kiss. Harsh lessons is what I pick up from this energy so far. This is definitely a karmic cycle. I never planned to use these two decks, so I haven't got these two books around me at hand. It's behind me. Okay, so for the quantum leap energy of this reading, I'm just going to find it in the book. Oh, I just had it, sorry. Trying to look for the contents page. 193. And what I've noticed looking at these two cards here, they're both cards number 5. So card number 14, break it down to 5. 1 and 4 is 5, again 5. So there's some kind of transformation, definite endings and beginnings and karmic cycle energies here. It says, this card shows a woman getting ready to cross a bridge and move into a new light-filled adventure. In a rolled-up scroll, she carries all the wisdom she needs to move forward. This fortress card reveals a time of great inner and possibly outer transition. You are now at a place where you are capable of transforming your old life into something brand new. Unhealthy patterns of thought and behavior are now ready to shift into a much higher resonance of peaceful, non-judgmental energy. For some people, this is no less than an opportunity to rejuvenate themselves. As a result, this card is putting you on a notice that you are powerful, that you are a powerful manifester. Your inner changes now will reap phenomenal results in the near and distant future. So spend some time going inward, consciously choosing optimism, trust and self-love. As you make these changes, you will see your outer life transform as well. Perhaps a new relationship or a bigger and better career move is on the horizon. Visualize these great outer results as you continue to work on your inner transitions of consciousness and vibration. When you do, you will find this cycle moving on to one great expansion. Now, I wasn't sure when this card fell out whether it was in the upright or the reverse, so I'm going to read in both. So in the reverse, this card reverse reveals a strong resistance taking place. Your energy is stuck and you can't seem to move forward. But don't give up. The blockages will fall away when you finally choose to transform from within. Take a look at the patterns of your life to see how you are sabotaging yourself. For example, you may be stuck in ongoing behaviors of self-indulgence, which came out in the last reading, or patterns of inactivity, worry, or over-analyzing, also came out in the last reading. If so, it's time to turn away from the habits of the past, also came out in the last reading, and make the changes your spirit longs for. Set your intentions to transform negative energy you've been living with for so long. Learn to love and encourage yourself. Speak your truth and choose courage and trust over fear and doubt. These may seem like daunting tasks, but it's time to tackle the things that have been holding you back. The future may be a mystery, but like the woman holding the scroll, you hold the truth of your own eternal soul. When you turn the power and the wisdom within, you will be able to face fabulous future unafraid. Affirmation for this card is, I am capable of great inner change. I transform my life by transforming my thoughts and perceptions. I am always free to choose. And as I'm reading this, I'm getting that this is an energy. I saw the Father card came out. So this is an energy of a past cycle in regards to this young female. I feel like this is tapping into a whole nother energy now. Let me just read again card number 14. It says, the prison of guilt and need for self-inventory, accountability, making amends. At this time, I'm almost hearing pain for the sins of our father. It says, at this time, you're being called to assess your guilt in playing a part in your life. Recognize how it's affecting you and the others, and address it so you can release yourself from its grip. The download that I'm getting is that saying paying off the debt on the behalf of a father kind of energy. I forgot even the phase, split second. So it's because of the sins of a father, this young female energy is having to be the one to break that cycle in that generational heritage pattern, way of thinking, way of being. So it says, guilt is a powerful emotional state, capable of transforming difficult situations. It keeps you accountable for the actions when you've done something that causes harm. However, it can also feed a self-sabotaging cycle that fosters codependency and distorted senses of personal power. Self-blame can lead to behaviors that perpetrate low self-worth? Have you done or said something for which you need to make amends? Have you disregarded a boundary or broken a promise? Guilt can make you aware of potential ways you have given injury and show you how to redress transgression. When you sincerely admit you are wrong and begin the process to fix it, this is an act of accountability, responsibility, and liberation. Take a moment now to consider when you have harmed others or yourself. This knowledge will free you from the story you tell about it, so you are able to connect with truthful remorse. Now is the time for rigorous honesty, as you take self-inventory with a neutral state of mind. A good question to ask yourself now is why the guilt is there. You might be taking on a burden that is not even yours to carry. That's that burden of a father energy. Pay attention, take action, and uncage yourself from the prison of your own making. That's a deep energy right there. So it's like this young female is also going through some form of transformation, understanding that the lifestyle that they've lived and the wrongs that they've done to themselves and others has caused such guilt onto this young female that they had no self-worth, very low self-esteem energy. I'm picking up on here, going back to the readings of whose karmic is this and why must you exploit them. And another reading, I think it was the mature woman or somewhere along those readings, the card of the self-healing card that came out was sellout. So there was an energy of that reading of having more self-worth within yourself. Sacral chakra energy. So many interruptions. Can't remember where I was right there. The highest energy in regards to energy appreciation. Hanged right. So I don't. So the hangman in the reverse also. When reversed, the hangman shows that you are struggling to maintain control, refusing to let go to the point where it has become a deterrent to your well-being, to your well-being. You may be fighting the inevitable, or refusing to see things for what they are, out of fear of resistance to moving forward into the future. On the other hand, this card can signify that you may be staying in a space of helplessness and making yourself a victim in order to keep a masculine energy near. So that's that kind of energy of self-harm that I was picking up on. That attention kind of energy in order to keep a masculine nearby. It's a sad energy, and anybody going through that energy should talk to somebody. You shouldn't go through that alone. Bottom of the deck is the Sun card. Of this reading was in regards to my season 5. It's all about the healing of the little matchstick girl, and right now I'm getting some guidance right now, because I'm gonna try and see what's the fairy tale energy around this. I mean, it was the little matchstick girl in the last reading. We've had the little Red Riding Hood, we've had Snow White, We've gone back as far as Moses' energy, Hera and Zeus. Energy, I believe, of the Wizard of Oz also has come through. So let's see what comes through here now for this young female here in the reverse. In regards to this current energy, what's the current energy of this young female in this hangman energy in regards to the energy of season 5, which I feel like this is going to be a short spin-off. Season 6. Tell me more about the energy, the current energy of this young female here in the reverse in regards to it. Snow White and the Rose Red, Sister Love. I've been tapping into this energy for so long now of this third party energy that's playing an interference in the connection, let's say a divine connection, a soulmate, a true soulmate connection. Is somebody very close to home. This card is referring to a sister. Brother and sisters at the bottom of the deck. Transformation. I'm going to read this from the book. It has definitely come through in a previous reading before, but I can't remember which season it was. Card number 26. So she hunted up leaves and moss to make wrong card, I'm reading card 26, which is the brother and sister. This one's Sister Love. It says, the two children were so fond of one another that they always held each other by the hand. I know, this didn't come up in the reading that I put up. This came up, alright, I'm going to keep reading, take it as it resonates. The two children were so fond of one another that they always held each other by the hand when they went out together. And when Snow White said, we will not leave each other, Rose Red answered, never, so long as we live. And their mother would add, what one has she must share with the other. Let me read that again. So it says, we will not leave each other, Rose Red answered, never, so long as we live. And their mother would add, what one has she must share with the other. So you must share with each other. They often ran about the forest alone and gathered red berries, and no beast did them any harm, but came close to them trustfully. The little hare would eat a cabbage leaf out of their hands, and gaze by their side. No interference that time. Camera just shut off by itself. Okay. The stag leapt merrily by them, and the birds sat still upon the boughs and sang whatever they knew. No mishap overtook them. If they had stayed too late in the forest and night came on, they laid themselves down near one another upon the moss and slept until morning came. And their mother knew this and did not worry on their account. This beautiful tale is about sisterhood and family and the love and trust that people who have been raised well and nurtured tenderly can give. It is a testament to nature and to the trust that sisters have between them. They are at home within nature. They are protected by nature's spirits. An angel stops them from falling over. And they have so much simple good fortune that they even take a bear one cold dark night. They let him warm himself by the fire, and in time this bear becomes their friend. Of course, as is the way with fairy tales, the bear is not a bear but an enchanted prince, and their trust and love for him is rewarded in friendship he returns. For the reward is not just that their love breaks a curse, and his bear skin falls away, and he shows himself to be a prince. There is of course a marriage and a happy ever after. It is that their family circle of love and trust creates friendship, joy and warmth, and protection for all who enter it. Their family, which could be quite bitter, for they are not rich, is small, close and full of love. They have been taught to share everything, and they do so, and in that sharing greater goodness can be created. Thus when this card comes to you, know that it is time to do good turns, to appreciate the small fortunes you have, to count blessings and to know that whether blessings you have it can expand and grow richer, deeper and more lasting when we place our attention upon the blessing. The sisters and the loving mother and their tiny cottage are beloved because of this energy. They bring everything. They are loving, therefore they are loved. So know that at this time it is important to appreciate what you have been gifted. Love and friendship and family who have been good to you, and find every gem in the dirt, every star in the darkness. Make this your habit, and the rewards will be peace and joy and contentment. From these three things, so many more best blessings can flow. The other aspect is that the sisters are dark and light, both good, but one quick and vigorous. I believe that says the other shy, yet they share everything. One marries the bear prince and the other his brother, and love each other dearly. So too many with us, we must marry. Within us, our dark and our light, not rejecting either, and by sharing both aspects of the self, with the world in tender, honest and vulnerable ways, we become strong and abundance flows to us. What may appear to frighten others will be for you an opportunity to do good. Your generosity, your lack of fear, and your solid bonds with loved ones will give you all the strength you need, all the blessings you could ever wish for. Family bonds, sister love, sharing when you have little, rewards for good deeds, sharing what you have creates abundance. Sibling loyalty and love, extending hospitality and generosity, seeing beyond appearances, reward for good true heart. Story attributed to the brothers Grimm. I thought that was part of the reader, but it's not. So again, this is the energy I feel like it's that somebody is quite close to you, made a choice. Maybe not a very wise choice, but a choice nevertheless. But this is an energy that's here to teach. It's here to cause balance, maybe in an uncanny way. But nevertheless, that's what this is what this young female energy is about. And I feel like this young female energy is kind of stuck in between worlds of not wanting to be in this energy, wanting to be a change, but not knowing how to. And I put it down to young age. Young age, naivety. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection and community is the card that came out here. Bottom of the deck. Baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. just energy, different energies. There's what's that phrase I heard the other day? Same boat, different paddle. So I feel like this is a group energy that I'm tapping into. I feel like it's not so as specific as it was as the last reading I did. This is more of a general reading now, I feel like. Because third party energy is interference. Just like a divine feminine, a divine masculine, and a karmic energy, it's infinite, it's fluid. Everybody's going through these kinds of energies right here, of betrayal, of people that's closest to them. Understanding that you can't put labels to people, places and things. You can't be codependent on people, places and things, because there's an energy here of betrayal amongst friends and family, and that's an ultimate betrayal. That's an ultimate betrayal. So it's like, I kind of get the energy once this karmic cycle has been learned, this karmic energy, this third party interference is going to have their own transformation. Going back to the reading I did some time ago, that the karmic is wanting to be as divine as a divine feminine or something called a line. And then there was a couple other readings around the copycat energy, that this third party energy was mimicking or trying to mimic the divine feminine for recognition. Six of Wands energy, and possibly in very unjust ways, manipulation of energy, of gifts, in order to create illusions. What's the energy that's needed to be surrendered here in regards to this energy of this reader for this young female? Surrender your ego wants to show. To be surrendered in regards to the energy. Surrender to play. Surrender to passion. Surrender to success. Surrender to miracles. Surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Again, when I'm reading that, I do kind of get a young energy again. Recreation. Surrender to passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. That's the energy of selling out yourself. For some reason my energy is stuck on the fact of how close this energy actually is to you, that's causing deceit and deception and heartbreak and betrayal. young female is a wife, is what I feel like. And I kind of picked it up from the last reading. That was that force ripe energy. See, we've got, can't make it up. So we've now got the main female and the main male, both in the upright. That's a couple counterpart, 1 and 2. Tell me more about the energy of this main female in regards to this connection. It says, it fell over on surrender to the miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So this main female is in doubt of the current situation, an unbelievable energy that she can't believe that this is real. So tell me more about the energy of this main male in regards to the energy of this reading towards this main female. What's this main male towards this main female? Definitely a marriage here. What's the mutual energy in regards to this connection? And that's the 3. And there's the 4. So this is a union, this is a connection. But there's a concern. That's the balance. I feel like the concern is the balance, the stability of this connection. Card number 33. I'm feeling like something doesn't add up. Bad health. Poverty. I feel like card number 31, occupation. So I feel like there's been some kind of loss, some kind of possible job loss, some demotion energy, which is causing certain pressures within this connection. Tell me more about this energy of poverty. Somebody could be having problems with a home in regards to this poverty energy. Tell me more about this energy of bad health. And bad health is here underneath the energy of this main female. And it kind of brings me back to the channeling message that I got of the OCD bipolar. Is the 2 that came through loud and clear to me whilst I was channeling the energy. This feels to me that it could be a doctor. A doctor may have a concern over this main female and the connection of this marriage. The stability of this courtship. Tell me more about this energy of bad health. Horizon. Somebody tell me more about this energy of courtship. That's courtship here. Mature woman. So this is the energy of the mature woman that came through in the last reading. Now in the upright. maybe someone, this is the message I'm getting. The concern is it doesn't add up. How this young female has just matured overnight. And when I say matured, I'm going back into the energy of forthright. Living a life of there's an energy here with this card of very closed off, if that's the expression I'm looking for. There's concern over how this person is just become so closed off. No longer this young female, young, joyful and vibrant. If you look at the difference in how they're dressed, no longer this young female, but now a mature female. Total different appearance. And I feel like there's a concern, there's some kind of concern in regards to how quickly, or the transformation of this young female in regards to this main female role, this marriage. Tell me more about this energy of concern. Tell me more about this energy of concern. Yeah, this resonates. The concern for this young female. What's the concern for this young female in the reverse? Privileged lady, occupation, fellow occupation. Maybe since the age of 12. Someone's been doing an occupation to get themselves out of poverty, possibly even bought themselves a home out of it. Message of concern is clarifying that family room is empty over bad health. For some reason I put the mature woman back in the reverse and put it back how it was. It's upright. Within this energy, it's upright. So the connection looks as though it's all in the upright. But then I recognize the energy I'm feeling and how much it's in connection with the last reading and the ones before and the ones throughout season 5. So this is what the world's seeing, but there's more going on and somebody's starting to recognize it from the outside. How there's been such a change within this young female's energy. In the distant horizon, things is going to come to the open, which I feel like is going to rock the boat, is what I'm hearing right now. Which is going to kind of cause a poverty, because it's going to cause this young female to no longer live this energy that they may have lived from since the age of 12. In whatever this occupation may be, that this finance has been accumulated. Tell me more about this energy of this privileged lady. Yeah, it's coming to an end. Somebody or something is going to put an end to this way of living. Someone's going to break this cycle. Be it this young female is going to do it independently, because now you know better, you do better, or an outside energy. I'm hearing two outside energies, because there's two messages of concern here in regards to this young female. Tell me more about this energy of the coffin. Where's the coffin here? Where's the coffin here in regards to the energy of this reading? The coffin also came out in the last reading, which was around the breaking news energy. Tell me more about this energy of the coffin in regards to the energy of this reading. False person. There's some kind of ending to the falseness around this connection. Tell me more about the false person. What's false in regards to this situation that's raising concern? What's false in this situation that's raising concern to this young female in the reverse. Pathway. Tell me more about the energy of this pathway. Why is pathway here? What's needed to end? What's this card that wants to show? Expectation. Wealthy man in the reverse. Here in the reverse, whilst the privileged ladies in the upright. So whosoever I feel like this main male is now having to take a pathway and move away, ending this cycle with whosoever this young female is in the reverse. Bear in mind this privileged lady is still in the upright throughout the reading, other than in the last reading that is already uploaded, which is the starting off energy, young female in the reverse. Other than that, I feel like whosoever this young female is going to be overall okay. But there was lessons that needed to be learned here for this young female, and also for whosoever this main male is in the reverse. I feel like the lesson for this main male in the reverse is they live the life of the material world, tempted, steered away by temptation, and consequences. I feel like there's a lot of female energy here. I don't feel like it was just this young female that this main male was with. I feel like this main male could have been messing with at least 3 other females, 2 of which could have been friends. Tell me more about this energy of false person, false person in regards to the energy of this reading. Mature man in the reverse is all. Bottom of the deck is despair. The chakra energy advice for this young female in the reverse in regards to this energy of transformation. Clarity is in the reverse, seeing things for what it really is, clearly, not allowing anyone to take advantage. I'm going to put it in the upright and read it as it is, as advice. Card number 25. Possibly this energy is 25 years old. Chakra. You have attracted this card into your awareness today because clarity is upon you. The ability to experience clarity is connected to the 3rd eye chakra, and the more this chakra opens and is activated, the more clearly or the more clarity you will receive. It's time to see things clearly, to receive the answers you have been searching for. When our third eye chakra is blocked, it can affect our perception of situations in our lives. You are being encouraged at this time to cleanse and work on strengthening your third eye chakra so it can work to its full potential. There are some great meditations you can do to activate this third eye chakra. And the great crystal to assist with this is amethyst. Place this crystal on your third eye. Point and breathe in energy to help activate and awaken your chakra. As your third eye opens, you will receive a lot more clarity in your life. Clarity comes when you can understand and clear the confusion around stressful situations in our lives. What in your life requires clearing? It is now time for you to action some clearing. Sometimes our minds create illusions that stop us from seeing the truth. It is time for you to let go of the thoughts that no longer serve you and come into a place of clarity. Once you receive this clarity, you will feel a deeper sense of self and well-being in your world. This card can also indicate that it's time to clarify a particular situation in your life. You may have asked a question, and this card is telling you that once you work on finding clarity, the answers will come. I experience life with divine clarity. Again, I'm going to recommend the Tattooed Yogi's channel. There's a 4-week meditation session that she's doing each day. Excellent. It's definitely helped me over these last 2 weeks. Hands in the air. I haven't done it every day. I've done it the majority of the days, and it's definitely helped me massively. Even with how I'm able to tap more into the energies of the reading a lot more clearly. That's that clarity energy. Tell me more about the energy of this young female here in the reverse. Show me the energy of this young of Pentacles. I'm hearing stroppy, no longer wanting to put any more time and effort into a situation here. Page of Pentacles. It says young woman, and look at the age that it says. It says Page of Pentacles, young woman to 25 years, student, male or female. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Cups. There could be 2 children in this situation. No communication or no movement, no forward movement. There's 2 8s here. Queen of Cups in the reverse. That's the energy I guess I was tapping into of emotionally manipulative, that self-harm kind of energy, in order to try and keep a masculine. I'm hearing tick for tack with these 2 pages. Tick for tack. Financial and emotional abuse I'm picking up here. wanting to reap the rewards without putting no effort into a situation. Tell me more about this energy. 10 of Cups. Clarify for me, please, the 8 of Pentacles. Why is the 8 of Pentacles here? What's the energy of this young female? The Wheel came out in the obstacle position over the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Wands. So there's some kind of blockage, and I feel it's to do with somebody's emotional state, somebody's emotional well-being. Someone's not putting that emotion, no more effort into what it is that they're needing to do. I'm hearing taking medication, trying to hold on. There's been some kind of financial loss, some kind of divorce. 10 of Pentacles, clarifying, fell over on the 10 of Cups. I feel like there's been some kind of disconnection within this family, within this connection, within this marriage. The Sun card here in the reverse. Tell me more about this energy and why the Sun's here in the reverse. Fell over on the Page of Cups. Tell me more about this energy of the Sun in the reverse. We've got the 6 of Pentacles with the World. Somebody just couldn't offer somebody. Whatever somebody was offering was small. It was small. It was nothing more than what somebody can offer themselves. There's that one pentacle that's missing on the other side to balance the scales. This energy is able to do that for themselves. There's more energy coming out. Just tapping into it. Strength card is in the reverse. Why the Strength card is in the reverse? I'm kind of picking up on the energy of finding the strength to rebuild themselves back up after this financial loss. I feel like someone's got one pentacle here. There's one pentacle here which is held in the air. I feel like that may have been accumulated within a Libra energy or within a justice situation, some kind of payout. I feel like it's being made or taken. What was taken is being returned, kind of an energy. But I'm hearing that's not making up for lost time. Forget the finance and the material gain. What about the time? Possibly somebody can be going overseas, has some kind of financial luck, wants to travel, see what the world's about, possibly even feeling guilty for that feeling. King of Pentacles energy, financially stable and able. About this energy of the 9 of Pentacles. Could also be a Leo energy that's connected here. A lot of Earth energy also is here. Tell me more about this 9 of Pentacles. Somebody walked away from this connection wealthy, independent, self-sufficient. Tell me more about this 9 of Pentacles energy. In regards to this energy of this reading for this young female in the reverse. Shuffle in the wrong way. Queen of Swords in the reverse, so this could well be a Queen of Swords with some kind of earth in their chart. In the reverse, the Queen of Swords is an ish. Let's say like without using any wrong word right now. In the reverse, the Queen of Swords is somebody who's just cold-hearted, malicious, says it as it is, couldn't give up. You know, that kind of, yeah, I did it and so what kind of energy. No remorse. Says here, woman over 25 years, brown eyes and brown hair, cold, hard, demanding and authoritative, is the energy of a Queen of Swords. And I feel like this is definitely a young female energy. Libra energy is strong. There's also the energy of the Fool here in the reverse, making somebody's made some real foolish decisions in the wrong direction. Good friends, happiness, needing to take a giant leap of faith forward, which is now in the reverse. Any friendships that was here is now being broken. Any friendships within this situation is being broken because of someone's idleness. Tell me more about the energy of the Fool in regards to this Queen of Swords' energy. Why is the Fool in the Queen of Swords' energy here? My eyes were closed. Oh, there it is. My eyes were closed and the card flew away. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles here, and I don't know whether it wanted to come in upright or not. And because I don't know how it dropped, I'm going to put it back and pull again. Tell me more about the energy of this Queen of Swords and this Fool's energy in the reverse. Definitely got the Lover's energy here, which is Gemini's energy, and Judgment. Some kind of decision is being made. Someone's had no choice but to open their eyes to this situation of juggling. Money, confusions, juggling the situation or ideas around. The Lovers. Love affairs, romance building again within marriage, relationships, relatives, loving relationships you could share with a friend. Sorry. Judgment, decisions pending. Finally, the only decision that can be made under the circumstances. What's the decision that's being made in regards to this energy? So we've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is neither in the upright or the reverse, stagnant energy, and the Two of Swords. Clearly seeing something for what it is, clearly seeing what's draining somebody's energy, no longer being blinded to something no more, and refusing to see something for what it is. It says peace and harmony needed to take the blindfolded off. Keep reassessing the situation at hand. Or I just get the feeling that someone's fed up of reassessing the situation at hand. It's draining them. It's literally depleted them to the point that it's affecting the connection. Tell me more about this energy of the Two of Swords here in the reverse. The situation has caused somebody to just be stagnant. It's not wanting to move. That kind of frigate energy. Here's the back. The Ace of Pentacles is back. There's been a major loss within this situation. Loss of a home, which is coming out, came through within the Kipper. Loss of a family. Loss of health even here. Suffering bad health because of this connection. Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? In the reverse. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here in the reverse? There's the Empress in the reverse. So this Empress has suffered bad health in regards to the stress and the deception, the manipulation that's coming to the surface. Plans, hopes, wish card, highest minor arcana. The Empress. Delays will prove necessary, because in order to get to the energy of the Empress, you've been through something and you've come through something. Warrioress energy. You understand? Survived all of the manipulation, seeing things for what it is right now. As much as it may have depleted somebody's energy, this was all of this deception from this young female was all in the hopes to cause ill health to an empress, to cause this empress to feel depleted and not able to move forward in reaching those accomplishments of building that Ace of Pentacles for self. Going back to the reading of the mature woman in the reverse, and how karma had come back and kind of hit them, I want to say, in the behind, reaping what you sow. Tell me more about the energy of this Empress in the reverse in regards to the energy of this reading. But I don't feel like this Empress is far off from becoming the Empress again. It's almost like that energy of chess. When you have a pawn and you get the pawn to the end of the board, you resurrect your Empress. And this is the reason why I see the Nine of Pentacles here, because the Nine of Pentacles for me is pre-Empress energy. Nine of Pentacles is somebody who's self-independent, self-sufficient. You understand? Able to accumulate their pentacles, knows how to invest and plant seeds of their own, guarding their energy. Five of Pentacles, delays around money coming in from the cold. So there's a delay for this Empress at this current time in regards to this Nine of Pentacles energy, but this Nine of Pentacles nevertheless is in the upright. So this Empress is still able to generate some kind of financial aid to assist her independently. But there's a delay right now, I feel like, in regards to some kind of self-employment, I want to say. Tell me more about this energy of the Five of Pentacles. The Emperor. The Emperor is the block and the delay in this, and its control, manipulation, because the Emperor in the reverse, you understand, is a harsh energy, and now we've got a counterpart. This is a divine connection. Forget what's going on up here. Here is now a divine connection. Or let's just scrap that. Going back to this energy, we've got two energies, because now I'm tapping into twos, and I'm tapping into one Empress from the previous other read. My ears are popping right now, and now I'm picking up on the Empress in this read as this energy of a wife, possibly even mother, in the reverse. Is the reason why it's come out in the reverse. Now the Empress come out, clarifying why this Empress is in the Five of Pentacles. This Empress in the energy of control, misuse of power, overbearing. They could be business partners. Tell me more about this energy of this Emperor in the reverse. Why is this Emperor here in the reverse in regards to the energy of this reading? Three of Pentacles, there's that business partner energy, some kind of collaboration, teamwork energy, fellowship strength. I feel like there's a struggle in finance here. You know when they say that you can't mix business with pleasure, you can't mix business with pleasure. But I feel like the Emperor knew this already, playing fool to catch wise. Knight of Cups energy with the Eight of Cups, playing fool to catch wise. Because this Emperor is on his way to make an offer elsewhere. There's an energy here of this Emperor walking away. It says money problems, turning your back and walking away, knowing nothing more can be done. Knight of Cups, young man to the age of 25 years, needing more confidence. So it's almost like someone's walking away with their toes between their legs, kind of energy. remorse, shame and guilt is what I'm picking up. Page of Wands. It says, young woman to age 25 years, travel overload. Tell me more about this energy of this Page of Wands in regards to the energy of this reading. 5 of Cups. Again, this is all around financial loss, missed opportunities. 4 to the 5. It says money fluctuations being offered, something to you may not want. To the 5, money lessons, money losses. All is not lost. If you look behind you, you have something saved or salvaged from this situation. So that's the energy where I feel like someone just took their pentacle of what they managed to salvage from whatever this poverty energy around the home is, marriages. And they're in the energy where they can rebuild this pentacle back up again to the 10 of Pentacles. But there's needs to surrender in regards into the situation, surrender to worry. And all of that energy, that heavy energy is coming to an end. It will come to an end. Because the 10 of Swords flew out in the upright. Death or ending of a situation or relationship. Situationship possibly. Mixing business with pleasure. Tell me more about this 10 of Swords energy. For those that's resonating with it. The Hierophant fell up. Right? Two of Pentacles, juggling a marriage, possibly juggling a Taurus and a Gemini. There's high regrets over there. Realizing that someone's just realizing that they made some real dumb mistakes within this third party connection. There's a lot of remorse around it, but there is celebration though. With every cloud there's a silver lining. I'm seeing that someone's looking at this situation as the cup's not empty, but it's only half full kind of energy. It's not half empty, it's full, half full. It all depends on how you're seeing the situation that you're now stuck in. Learning to kind of light the bed that you created. King of Swords energy underneath the family room. Neither in the upright nor the reverse. Tell me more about this energy of the King of Swords. Why the King of Swords here in regards to this 10 of Swords energy? Someone's needing to be more authoritative within this family home, fathering figure, speaking more truth. Tell me more about this energy of the King of Swords in regards to the energy of this reading. Death card. Being authoritative, putting an end to the situation. Could possibly be a same-sex situation with the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands, the King of Swords here. With the Hierophant, there's some kind of ending and some kind of movement towards. Tell me more about this energy of the Death card. 9 of Wands. Undecided, needs to take a step out of the situation. Then you will see more clearly. Someone's needing to sit beside a tree and look at their options that's in front of them. Look at the silver lining to the situation. Look at the situation from a higher perspective, from a more place of wisdom. With the Hierophant card here. To move away from this energy of confusion. Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, wanting to kind of flick out here. I'll go with the 5 of Wands in the reverse, moving away from this conflict. Justice, possibly with a Libra, possibly with just Libra in your chart. Strong Scorpio energy here also, with the Death card. Tell me more about this energy of the Death card. Why the Death card here in regards to this energy? Could be a possible marriage. The Libra card also being out here. Ace of Swords. Someone's literally just been in their head in regards to a brand new beginning. King of Cups energy in the reverse. But looking back on the manipulation of wanting all the results with putting very little effort into a situation. How that may have affected the situation and this emotional brand new beginning. Tell me more about this King of Cups energy in the reverse. I can see a lot of manipulation was put into this situation. Tell me more about this King of Cups energy in regards to the energy of this reading. 7 of Wands and the 9 of Swords in the reverse. Kind of get an energy of, you know, I don't know why I want to say overindulgence, but somebody did feel very defenseless or let's see, it says frustrations. You are able to overcome your frustrations. You are on top of the situation. Someone was just getting real pissed off, or someone just giving breadcrumbs in a situation. I feel like giving breadcrumbs of emotions and breadcrumbs of financial support within a connection, and somebody just got fed up of it. I feel like this is that young female energy. King of Wands energy here in the reverse. Very narcissistic energy, eggshell living. I feel like this young female had to live with whosoever, and I say with whosoever because there's so much energy on the board right now. It's very hard to decipher who is who. I kind of get an idea, and if you kind of follow me, you may kind of understand the storyline as I'm seeing it, the energy as I see it. But tell me more about this energy of the King of Wands in the reverse. Because every single king here, including the Emperor, is in the reverse. As far as I can remember. King of Cups is in the reverse. Sorry, King of Swords is in the upright, and so is the King of Pentacles. But the King of Cups, which is a card of emotion, is in the reverse. Manipulation. King of Wands, who's in the reverse also. That's that passion, that drive, is in the reverse. There's no passion, no drive in this situation. There's not even much truth. Much less emotion. Someone's a wounded warrior, and it's almost like they're projecting their own inner truths, reality, onto another out of frustration. Someone's there with the finances, they're there to provide, they're there to speak truth, possibly even give advice as an older, maturer energy to whosoever this young female is. But anything other than that, there's no effort being put into the situation, and somebody become bogged down with that energy. Enough is enough. I feel like this young female saying enough is enough. I feel like there could have even been some kind of physical, not just only emotional abuse, but also there's some kind of physical also, because you've got the King of Wands, the Emperor in the reverse. It's very narcissistic, sociopath energy. And how I saw this young female, the 9 of Cups, codependency, possibly even over drinking. Very defensive when having too much to drink, I'm hearing. It's when the fights, the arguments would take place. Over too much drinks, there was an ending to this situation. A complete ending. Yeah, 5 of Swords in the reverse. That manipulation, jealousy, tick for tacking, argument kind of energy. Hermits in the reverse. I'm hearing someone had to leave, someone had to get out. It was time. Tell me more about this energy of the Hermit in regards to the energy of this reading. Why's the Hermit here in the reverse? Literally here that someone got kicked out of the home. Tell me more about this energy of the Hermit in the reverse in regards to the energy of this reading. Fell over on the Ace of Swords, which is neither in the upright nor the reverse. Two of Cups. Somebody said that they wanted the end of this. Someone spoke their truth in this situation, had enough of the way they were being treated. No passion in this situation. Possibly no intimacy either within this situation. No honesty, affection or passion. Tell me more about this Hermit energy in the reverse. Releasing the burden. I feel like instantly as I saw that card and picked it up, what I felt like is somebody felt relieved in leaving this situation. Is what brought them out of the Nine of Swords energy and now in the reverse. It's almost like self-sabotage. Tell me more about this Ten of Wands energy. Like a burden for somebody. So by somebody now leaving, it's eased the burden off of their shoulders. That chip is from the last reading has been dropped. Tell me more about this energy of the Ten of Wands. That's Ten of Wands there in regards to the energy of this reading. Seven of Pentacles. Somebody is now able to plant their seeds in a true connection. I feel this is intuitively, this is the message here. In a true, it's fallen over on the Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups. Those cards are all in the obstacle position. Now, once this burden has been dropped, this chip has been brushed off the shoulder and someone's out of this Nine of Swords energy, I see someone now looking at where it is that they're wanting to plant their seeds. Investing this time, not making any rash decisions, learned lessons of the past. In regards to all of this going on, with the Queen of Pentacles, I see someone looking towards the Queen of Pentacles energy. Tell me more about this energy in regards to the Seven of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. Woman over 25 years, dark eyes, dark hair, professional business and domineering. Tell me more about the energy of this Queen of Pentacles in regards to the energy of this reading. I feel like this is the energy of the Empress, but there's still here a counter energy because we've also got the King of Pentacles in the upright. Tell me more about this energy. Could also have fire in their chart. Tell me more about this energy of this Queen of Pentacles in regards to the energy of this reading. Fell over on the Justice, Two of Wands. Trying to figure this direction out for themselves. Codependent relationship, fear of loneliness, listening to their ego. The Snake, this is the other woman, came out in the last reading. It says talking, I feel like there's no communication right now with whoever this young female in the reverse is, came out in the reverse. It there's interested, conversing, more awaited messages arrive. Text, call, email, hovering. I don't feel like that's coming in anytime soon, to be fair. If you're resonating with the young female in the reverse, I don't think there's going to be any more communication from this runner. I feel like this runner is running into another karmic relationship or to another karmic connection where there's been no communication. Tell me more about the energy of this runner. Abundance. Took the money and ran. I'm hearing. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. Tell me more about this snake energy. Tell me more about this energy of the snake. This other woman. This young female in the reverse. Fell over on the Queen of Pentacles' card. It says paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. I feel like this is the Queen of Pentacles that's needed to be aware of this energy of a snake. Tell me more about this energy of talking in the reverse. Why is talking here in the reverse? The mask. Not showing true feelings, hiding personality, pretend, delude and gaslighting. I feel like any conversation that does take place, there's no honest communication in regards to this, but there's a need for honesty to be spoken. Again, this mask energy came up in the last reading in regards to let's say the divine feminine energy. The feminine's energy within that reading was wearing a mask and wasn't speaking truth in regards to some form of communication of how they truly felt in regards to the masculine energy coming towards them in this runner energy. The dragonfly. Be light-hearted, finding out things, coming to the light, adopt, change and heal. So this runner is coming with truth and clarity to this Queen of Pentacles energy. Pre-Empress, Empress energy. Moving away from a marriage. Again, it all comes up in the last reading. So I feel like from here, the reading kind of ends. The rising phoenix was at the bottom of that deck. What's the advice for this young female in the reverse in regards to the energy of this reading? Stinking toes, stinking sweet, idle gossip, holes in the story. You don't miss the water till the wells run dry. Emperor, High Priestess and Alchemist spread over the mask. Be you. You would only reach where you need to reach in life at the right time. Don't try to run down life and run down your age to try and be in a situation that you have no idea about, is what I can say with this. Business alone. A drop of blood in a bucket of water turns the color. Blood is thicker than water. Story. Stay out of what doesn't concern you. Why am I picking up at instant? Not even. Something don't make sense. But I guess it will make more sense to those who the reason may be resonating with. Take my foolish advice. I'm sure I said that somewhere along the reading. Stop worrying. Stop worrying. Who feels it knows. Take my foolish advice. Who feels it knows. Friends will bring you growth, but they won't bring you calm. Snaky energy. What happens in the darkness must come to the light. Don't stress over it. Don't worry about things that you can't change, that you've got no control over. Worry about the things that you can make changes to. And the only thing you can truly make changes to is yourself and the projects that you put your energy into. Tell me more about this energy or take my foolish advice. Don't be stuck in your reality, whatever this is, young female in the reverse. Move towards your possibilities. Move to the horizons of who you truly can be. Put aside in all of the things that you know better from now, by now, from this connection. Because I guarantee that this connection has taught you some lessons. Likewise, you taught whosoever you was connected to some lessons. Tell me more about this energy of holes in the story. And Nancy's rope tying master, careful of the web or trap you set for others. The tables can turn. Tell me more about this energy of holes in the story. And Nancy's rope and hanging it. I feel like someone's plan is backfired on them in some way, shape or form. Causing someone to have to rebuild from karmic cycles. Karmic cycles will illuminate our weaknesses sooner or later. Too much. Again, another card of karmic family, karmic cycle, karmic partner, third party. There's a lot of third-party energy within this. Third-party interference in it looks like every area of somebody's life. It says karmic family, karmic cycle, karmic third party, and karmic partner. Jeez, that's a heavy energy. Felt that rest. If someone needs to rest. Someone's taken on too much energy. This is way too much energy that you're taking. Way too much karmic energy. It needs to be released. Whosoever this energy is resonating with energy, you understand? I'm looking straight at the Queen of Pentacles as I say that. It looks very, very drained out by this whole energy. The confidence looks like it's just like just drained. As I say that, I feel the tension in my back tighten up. Someone needs a massage. Someone needs to take that pentacle, at least a little small portion of that, and treat yourself. You deserve it. The only way is the wrong way. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So listen, you just need to just cut that cord and just remain humble within yourself. Going back to the first reading, removing yourself from people, places and things that has ill intention towards your forward movement. A word from an old fool to whosoever this young female is. Take my foolish advice. Clear the corners of your life. Close unrequited cycles, loose ends and the residues, and live your life to the fullest in your true authentic self. Last time I'm going to pull from this card, and then I'm definitely going to close the reading right there. Last bit of advice for those that's resonating with this third party energy. Last bit of advice. Patience is a virtue. Don't try to run before you can walk. Don't allow no one to force you into a position that you're not ready for. Like a kitchen without a knife, something's missing. You can't allow it, but your hard work is going to pay off, because there's choices There's no fine line. There's choices, decisions, and consequences. This energy